welcome to the Sustainability 100 Plus platform. I am Priyanka Iyer. As the AB InBev and Network 18 Sustainability 100 Plus bandwagon continues its journey in its second edition, in our quest to highlight some of the best practices and opportunities from states across India, we have arrived in Telangana in 2022 as well. This session is particularly focused on startups that are making a dent in the state, especially in sustainability businesses. What really inspired all three of you to really think differently? What is the problem that you set out to solve? Shalini, if you can start, because Sanshodhan focuses on ESG impact as well. What is it that you think was that you wanted to solve first?
In 2018, along with the government of Telangana, I launched an e-waste exchange, tech-based model for businesses and citizens to channelize their electronic waste directly to the recyclers. So this model was continuing and was serving the citizens and businesses. We also realized in 2021 somewhere that recyclers are not very open for taking the recyclable resources from the citizens, and mostly the businesses are busy with their policy compliances. So in January 2022, we have also launched special wing completely focusing on ESG impact assessment and
Us really with the problems that Maru drones is solving when it comes to afforestation, agriculture, using drones in agriculture in a sustainable way. Tech is really contributing to agriculture and other world problems that we have at this point.
When there is a deforestation is happening at a rapid scale, and when people are unable to go, where we could use these drones, wherever there's a deforested area, plant them and monitor the height, growth, and more of the species or plant count kind of the analytics. So basically, we brought the technology-based the reforestation at a scale, and we launched a campaign called Hara Bahara, where we are planting 1 billion trees by 2030 using drones. The uniqueness is we get these seed balls by local community like NGOs, self-help groups, and tribals. And we identify deforested areas and use these drones for the planting there. And post that, we give the analytics interface for them to understand the survival rate or the more of the plant count and species count of a thing in afforestation.
Giles, as you pointed out, you have come together with AB InBev because we are in a hyper-connected world. The problems are similar. Is collaboration the way forward to really solve these problems and figure out different ways to look at each problem, the way it is impacted, and really work on the innovation there?
I think it's essential, and I think what's been really fantastic is AB InBev have taken the lead here. So they've gone out and said, look, we know we have certain things we want to solve within our business, and we know we can't do it alone. So what they've done is they've created the 100 Plus Accelerate program that we were part of in 2018 and said, look, global startups, you are doing some fantastic things out there, and these are the problems that we're facing. Let's get together and see if we can solve them together. And they put their money where their mouth is, and they've invested and kind of cooperated with these companies and kind of took them to their market. So for us, Kissenhub, we were taken to the Indian region to start kind of deploying our solution there. And we've seen real great benefits of doing so. But to be perfectly frank, and to answer your question, we couldn't have done that without collaboration. And I think that works both ways. And I think AB InBev are kind of a leader in that regard.
Clearly, sustainability can be given an impetus through technology. Coming together, collaboration is the key, and a lot more space for improvement. Thank you. Please stay tuned.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this interesting and rather important dialogue, which is part of the Sustainability 100 Plus platform presented by AB InBev and Network 18 in a strategic partnership. We believe in fostering one ideology. The ideology is together for a better future. And what better way to discuss this than to discuss it through players, makers of India's youngest state, that is Telangana. I'm going to begin with you, Jayesh Ranjan. SDGs, as we keep talking about, it's about having a fresh perspective and innovation. And Telangana increasingly is becoming a state where innovation has taken up a new form.
Yes, Maria. First of all, thank you very much for putting together this show and inviting us to share our state's perspectives. You are absolutely correct that in the last 8 years of its existence, Telangana has been creating ripples in the world of innovation, things which people would talk about only for the Silicon Valley, etc., are now also spoken in the same breath in our country. And the reference point is of Telangana, is of Hyderabad, how we have succeeded in creating world-class institutions like the T-Hub, the V-Hub, while the government has played the fundamental role in visualizing an institution like the T-Hub, putting money where our mouth is in building the beautiful facility of T-Hub, but the entire operations of T-Hub are run in a PPP mode. And there is one other critical element of the partnership, which is the academia. So, for example, when people talk about Silicon Valley, if you go back in time and look at the early days of Silicon Valley, the real impetus came from institutions like the University of Stanford, the University of Berkeley. We have more or less emulated the same model. So, ISB, Triple IT Hyderabad, Nalsar Hyderabad, these are the founding institutions of T-Hub. We also have brought in lots of corporate partners. In fact, there are more than 3 dozen corporates who participate in innovation programs. They tell us about their pain points, their challenges, which we try to solve or co-create along with the corporates using T-Hub as a medium. And after a while, after T-Hub was well established, we have created another institution which looks at innovation which is happening at the grassroots. In fact, when we speak about the problem of the common people, we also notice, particularly in our state of Telangana, that there are lots of locally available solutions. We also have a program, we also have people to run those kind of programs related to grassroots and social innovation.
Mr. Sharma, Coca-Cola has been the real story in terms of innovation. For a large, truly global company such as yours, what does this permission to experiment actually mean, and also does it have a trickle-down impact to local markets or innovations?
We try and leverage global wisdom, as you called out rightly, that we are a global company. But there's loads of local ideas that come through in our country, probably some of the most innovative ones. So what we try and do is we try and harness the power in 3 ways. One is we can have some ideas, and then we look at pushing those down and co-creating them with our ecosystem or building on them. That's one. Second is sometimes we just have a problem definition and we get our local large ecosystem to come and weigh in on those problems and suggest solutions, which mostly are innovations. The third way in which we deal with this is we have a lot of knowledge garnered over a number of years, and we are experts in certain areas. So we try and share it liberally. Under the guidance of Jayesh, we recently signed a memorandum of understanding with the state of Telangana, where we are sharing with industries in Telangana how to go about doing solid waste management, because we have considerable expertise in that area, how to do water stewardship and water replenishment, again, an area of strength for us. And third, how do we build skills for 10,000 people in a way that they become employable.
But Ms. Rohatgi, coming to you, AB InBev has been a true champion of incubator programs, and in many ways has also been a global accelerator. What has been some of the roadblocks or positive experiences here, in Telangana in particular, or in India in general?
Thank you so much, Maria, for that question. Innovation is at the center of the Sustainability 100 Plus Awards that we recently launched here in India and are also soon going to launch in Vietnam. And both programs are focused on driving innovation in sustainability and social entrepreneurship. Our target is to work with startups to build scalable solutions addressing industry challenges across different stages of maturity. To answer the question on roadblocks, I think 2 most important roadblocks that we have seen. The first one is on the lines of biggest challenge around the fact that sustainability related startups is scalability. And typically the products are available at a premium, and which makes it all the more important for these startups to understand their mid to long-term visibility on the incoming orders so that they can develop the belief and capacity to scale this operation.
Mr. Khosla, you have been one of the largest container bottle manufacturers, and you set up a 400 crore manufacturing unit in
the government and by other establishment has been wonderful. And today being a hub of innovation, or today being a hub of IT, which is a synonymous word of the innovation, is there. So there is a blooming culture, or there is an innovation and creativity in the air in Telangana.
Mr. Rao, what role have you played in driving the investments for the innovation ecosystem? In the sense that you've spoken about T-Hub 2.0, and what are the lessons that other states can replicate from Telangana?
First is we have a Telangana government supported fund called T-Fund, where we make early stage investments. We have close to, at this point of time, we have 235 startups in the building. And at full capacity, we'll have close to 700 plus startups working out of the building. So obviously capital availability is a big requirement. So what we've done is we've created something called a VC zone. The intent is to remove the friction, make it a lot easier for entrepreneurs to be able to reach out to these VCs, and parallelly, the VCs to get exposure to all the innovation happening in the startup ecosystem.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Srinivas Rao, Jayesh Ranjan, Kamlesh Kumar Sharma, Rajesh Khosla, and also Tanvi Rohadgi. With that, it's a wrap from me.